What's up everybody, Zach here with Sew Yeah Quilting. Today I'm going to show you how to make this awesome camouflage quilt. Let's get started. This quilt is going to be using our exclusive Sew Yeah Camouflage Jelly Roll. Check out the link in the description below to pick up one. What you're going to be doing for this quilt is you're going to take your jelly roll, and some strips you are going to leave just as they are, just set those aside. Other strips you're going to go ahead and cut down to 1 inch wide, just by the length of the strip. So I've gone ahead and done that to save a little time and get to the fun stuff. So right here we've got, you can see my my normal 2.5 inch strips, and right here I have a couple 1 inch strips. And the amount that you do of one versus the other, or heck, if you wanted to do all different sizes, you could totally do that as well. Totally your preference. But either way, just take your strips and get them laid out into the different sized piles. For this quilt, you can see that on these blocks, half is made up of our stripes and half is just a solid background color. So what I've gone ahead and done is I have taken my background fabric and I have cut it into 13.5 inch squares. All right, this one here, you can see this is a 20 block quilt, but you can obviously make this any size you want. And so this is 13.5 inches normally. What you're then going to do is you're going to starch every single one of these background squares. This is really important in order to help keep everything straight. You have a lot of long straight lines on this quilt. We want to make sure we keep them straight. So I'm just going to take these squares that I've got cut out. I'm just going to get them ironed out, and I'm also going to put on quite a bit of starch to help get these things really stiff. And again, links for all of these products are going to be found in the description below. Now that I have all of my jelly roll strips cut and my blocks starched, we're ready to actually start cutting this up and getting our blocks sewn together. What I'm going to do is, for this quilt, I'm going to be using a flip and sew technique. What you do for that is you're just going to take one of your blocks and lay it out so it's kind of diagonal or diamond shaped. I'm going to take my first strip of fabric. For the sake of making it easier, I'm just going to measure a little wider than my strip and cut it off. I'm not going to be too precise with this, and because we're going to square it up afterwards. Now that I have that cut, the next thing you want to do is you're going to draw a line down the center of your block. Just grab a ruler, pen. We're going to draw a line just right down the center. There we go. And now I'm going to take my first strip and lay it right sides together with my background piece. But I'm going to lay it 1/4 inch over this line that I just drew. One thing you can do is you can just take your square, and I'm going to line up this line with one of the lines on my cutting mat here. And then I'll line up my ruler on top 1/4 inch to the side. If you're really concerned about getting it precise, this is the way you can do that. So as you can see on the overhead, got my line right here in the center, got my ruler, and now I can just take my strip and butt it up into the ruler that I just put on there. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I'm all about wonder clips, but for this particular one, you can't really do that. So I'm just going to pin this strip in place, just a couple pins to hold everything in line, and then we can get it sewn together. Now we'll take this over to our machine, and we're just going to sew a 1/4 inch seam from the edge of our jelly roll strip, which should put you right on that line that you have on your background square. So now we've got our first piece sewn on. As you can see right here, there we are. Just like that. Now, what you're going to do for the next portion of this is you're going to flip this over and iron it down flat, and then we're going to add our next strip right onto the first one. I'll show you how we do that. And again, I'm just going to starch everything to make sure it gets nice and straight. Now with that pressed down, I'm going to take another strip, and you can do, like I said, you can do the big ones, you can do the small ones, you can cut them all different sizes, whatever you want. But I'm going to take a small one for right now, and then exactly the same deal as before. I'm going to take it and lay it right sides together but now with the strip that I just put on. Here we are. And we'll just nip that one off. And then once again, I'm going to be pinning this because as you're doing this, you're obviously sewing the strip you're working on to the previous strip as well as this square on the back. So you can't really use wonder clips to just clip the two strips together. Now with that one sewn, you're going to do the exact same thing, flip it over, press it open. Now one thing to keep in mind as you're doing this is when you're sewing a lot of straight lines together, a lot of long strips, you want to sew every other one in the opposite direction. So now on this one, when I sewed this on, I ran my block through this direction. So for this next strip, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my block over, and then the exact same process as far as putting my strips on, but I'm going to run it through this opposite direction, which I'll show you in 1 second. And what that does is, as your fabric is going through your machine, it is being pulled and stretched. So if you sew the rows together, opposite directions of each other each time, it will help compensate for that. Otherwise, you'll get kind of a curve if you just sew everything the same direction. Also, as you're doing this, if you want to save a little bit of fabric, these strips only need to go as far as the square on the background. You can just line this up like this. Make sure it's just a little bit past your square. And I'll get this pin in place and cut it off. There we go. I'm gonna kind of cheat on this one, just fold my background square out of the way and cut that one off. And now before, remember I had it going through this way, so hence I turned it around. I just want to clarify that because it might be hard to see on camera. At this point, I imagine you're getting the gist of how this works. I'm just going to keep adding on a couple more strips to where we get this all the way filled up. So the next step, now that I have all these pieces cut and sewn on, is going to be to square this to 12.5 inches square. That's actually about where it needs to be. At this point, your quilt square should look something like this. Now go ahead and repeat this process for the rest of your blocks. I do want to show you one little thing here if you want to really be able to crank these blocks out a little faster. So let me show you something that I've got worked up. Another thing you can do is you can take your Jelly Roll strips, cut them down to whatever size you want, and then just lay them all out and sew them together, which you can see I've got right here. Then what you do, you take your 13.5 inch squares, go ahead and just cut them in half on a diagonal. With that done, you can see what I've got going right here. I've got all of my Jelly Roll strips, got my triangles. Now all I have to do for this, obviously you do have to sew the strips together, but now I can just take this piece and sew my strips directly onto my 13.5 inch square triangles. Okay, there's one. Okay, there's two. So now I've got this kind of messy looking thing going on, but what I can do is I'm going to take each of these and I'm just going to fold them back how they were, and I'm going to cut them out. Now you can use a ruler, you can freehand it, either way is okay. We are going to square these up afterwards. I think I will just use a little ruler just so we don't have as many heart palpitations for people watching the feed. I'm going to actually cut it a little bit big, just slightly. One thing to watch out for is don't cut into your next square, obviously. Now, I'm gonna use my bigger ruler. There we are. There's that one. I just realized I didn't put enough strips on the side, so I'll leave that to add a couple more to it later. So now I've got multiple squares, and depending on your style, depending on how much space you have, you may want to do it this way because then you can end up with a whole bunch of squares, and it makes some things a little easier, though you are working with a bigger piece of fabric. Just go ahead and press these out. There we go. Now that I have my squares put together, I'm going to trim them all up, get them squared to 12.5 inches, and from there we can start sewing them together. Also, the way we did this, I can just line up my squaring ruler with the center seam and cut all 4 edges off without having to flip it around or anything. One done. Now that I've got my squares cut out, it's time to assemble this thing. As you can see behind me, for this quilt, all of the striped sides are going in the same direction on each block, or within each row, I should say. So you can obviously do it however you want. I'm going to stick with the pattern behind me. I'm just going to line these up so that my striped sides are all going the same direction. Put these right sides together. Down like that, and these ones are going to go like that. So those like that. For my next row, all I'm doing is I'm going to take my squares from how they were, give them a quarter turn, and then put those together and sew them up. That one, pretty good. And there you have it. Our quilt top is finished and it's looking great. I'm gonna take this over to our in-house long armor and get it quilted. If you like this pattern, it is free down in the description below, so check that out, as well as a link to this awesome camo jelly roll. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that like button and consider subscribing to our channel and share these videos with your friends. I'm Zach, teaching you how to sew like a pro, and we'll see you next time here at Sew Yeah Quilting.